I'm Shiva. I'm pursuing my final year in electrical engineering in SSM College, Chennai. What interests me most about entrepreneurship is the fact that you are your own boss. You don't have to work for anyone, and that doesn't necessarily give you freedom. It's actually an added responsibility. But I think the whole concept of you working for yourself, and that is the best motivation anyone can get. So I think so. Often I've noticed that while waiting at signals, people in vehicles, they don't really turn off their engines. Their engines are still running because that has to power the air conditioner in the car. So typically when a car engine idles, it runs at around 600 or 700 RPM, and this energy that's wasted when the car is stationary, this can be used to this can be stored in some way. For example, something I can think that I thought of now was that something similar is used in F1 races. It's called KERS, kinetic energy. When an engine idles, this is converted to this kinetic energy is converted into potential energy, which runs a flywheel, which basically stores this energy. And the flywheel is nothing but a heavy disc which rotates at a very high speed. And when the car is about to move after it gets a signal, this energy can again be directed to the axle. So this will help give an extra boost when the car starts from a station. And in the commercial market, something similar exists, but it's not mechanical. It's this energy is converted into electrical energy, and it's used to charge the batteries. And that doesn't really improve your fuel efficiency in any way. So what I suggest right now might improve your fuel efficiency. I did a little experiment at home. I just took a CPU fan and I put a heavy weight on it. It was a big ball bearing which you can find in the hardware store. And when I gave it a power supply, it took some time to get to full speed. But then once it got to its full speed, even after I disconnected the battery, the fan kept running for quite a long time, longer than it would have run without the ball bearing. This is because the additional weight acts as a flywheel and it gives it that extra momentum. And during this period, when I disconnect the battery till the point when the fan stops rotating, I can actually use that power to power something else, like a small light or anything. Basically, you just let the flywheel rotate for a long time, and because this any heavy weight will continue rotating for a longer time than a light weight. And you can reduce any factors that might try to stop this from rotating. Like you can create a vacuum chamber so there's no air friction. You can use magnetic bearings so there is no friction due to the bearings. So this would make it rotate for a longer time. And at first start, it might seem like the flywheel won't spin for a long time, but then after I've read the KERS system used in F1, I've learned that this actually is an effective way to store energy, even for quite some time.